Thank you. No sound again. अरे all good, all good, all good. अरे यार flop show हो रहा है मेरा आज. Anyways, so I was saying कि sorry for coming late. Um, आज 2 मिनट लेट हो गया because I was stuck in a meeting. आज तो सुबह से टाइम ही नहीं था. No, no, it was not a prank today. It was not a prank. It was not a prank at all. And it was a very hectic day. Like सुबह से काम था and इसलिए लेट हो गया मुझे. 2 minutes late, guys. 2 minutes late. I think इतना चलता है. 2 minutes is okay, right? And I had a lot of other work. So I was saying कि as I didn't even have dinner जो मेरा 7 PM का होता है. Like I brought my dinner here. So आज stream पे dinner होगा if I get hungry. And I have invited Soumya Swaminathan, who is a grandmaster, woman grandmaster. So I mean, she might join whenever she's free. So let's wait till then, and we'll start our watch party. We'll watch the games. Nice shirt. Arey, thank you. Arey, you guys like shirts, right? So then every day I'm finding new shirts to wear. 40K की क्या पार्टी? 50K की करेंगे, 100K की करेंगे. We'll do bigger parties. Don't worry. So guys, today we are going to watch the quarterfinal game of Anish Giri and Hikaru Nakamura. Both of them are playing two different games. So Hikaru Nakamura is playing against Liren and Anish Giri is playing Grischuk. So let's see what is going on in the game of Grischuk. Yeah, Grischuk against Anish Giri. Oh, guys, there's a story to this actually. I mean, this is one of the lines. All good, by the way, sound and all good. Hi Akhil, hi Spidey Spider-Man, good to see you again today, man. Hey Ani, how's it going? Hope both goes well. Arey, thank you so much. Shagun, thanks for the Shagun. So as I was saying, this line, it's e4, e5, knight c3. The first time I had looked in serious depth, I had looked at this line was when we were preparing for Adiban. That's the... Oh, pen sound is irritating. Sorry. Pen sound is irritating. Got it. Probably I've been writing so much the entire day that I have this pen and I am a fidgety guy, yeah? So I kind of do that. Slow mode on. Okay, got it. So I was playing this line against Adiban and we needed to come up with something. It's not the main line and we wanted to come up with some deviation. So knight f6, bishop c4. Nowadays Firouzja is playing this line quite often. Okay, description में गलती है. अरे कर देंगे change. You guys understood what I mean, right? We'll change it. No worries. I think the point is let's say if you play knight e4, knight takes e4, black wants to play d5. So this is one of the lines. But after knight e4, white plays queen h5. And if I remember correctly, Firouzja defeated Levon Aronian in this line. So knight c6, d3, bishop b4. This was our invention back in the day for when I was playing against Adiban. Shift the board. क्या हो गया board को? Okay, थोड़ा crooked है ना? पूरा नहीं आ रहा ना? All good now? So I'm very curious to see how Anish will play this line. They usually go knight to e2 to support this knight so that you don't get this double pawn. So knight f3 is kind of rare. And Anish played d5. Probably d6 is a better move. But okay, it's just too early to say. Now it feels like you can win a pawn. Let's say knight c3 takes bishop c3. But just for one pawn, the bishop is distracted and white can go knight g5. And this attack on f7, which Samay always tries to do, right? Go for fool's mate, is actually kind of good here. Your queen will come to h5 as well. So definitely black cannot just give up this knight. I have a feeling that he'll have to play bishop c3. Actually, when I think about it, I really don't like this move d5. He should have played d6. that's a better move to me. Anyways, let's see what will happen. Very curious to know. And this is the game of Liren against Hikaru Nakamura. So c4, it was English opening, our Samay boy's favorite opening. e5, g3, knight f6, bishop g2, d5, takes knight d5, knight f3, knight c6. It's all mainline theory, nothing new. Knight b6, b3, and Dingliren is considered like one of the specialists of this line. He likes these positions. But I want to see the game of Anish. Yeah, as we predicted, he took with the bishop. But Engine really likes white's position because of pair of bishops and the fact that white can attack this pawn. So let's hope that Anish will come back. Like, I mean, come back as in, like, you know, defend this, because he has some pressure. And today it's coincidence that Samay is streaming at the same time. Like, I wish that it was different, but no worries. Okay, do you want to see this from the black's point of view? Do you want to do that? Bata do chat. Do you want to see this from Anish Giri's point of view, or it's okay if I have white in the white niche? Swastika. Where is the swastika? कुछ भी कहाँ है? I don't see any swastika. Yes. No need. Yes. Okay, most of you say yes. Okay, let's look at this from the point of view of Anish Giri. Got it. See, I listen to you guys. मैं सब सुनता हूँ. And इसी बात पे थोड़ा भूख भी लग गया है. So let's eat. I hope it's okay that I'm eating today while I'm streaming. I'm really hungry, guys. क्या करूँ मैं? I didn't have time to eat. Although I feel so conscious that I'm doing this, you know, eating, I feel very conscious. I can't focus anymore. I feel so conscious. It feels like, you know, 2000 people are watching me eat. Imagine you're eating and 2000 people are watching. It feels so weird. But it's okay. भूख सबको लगती है. गला सबका सूखता है. It was a reference to one of the ads, if you get it. I remember that I love Frankies actually. Like, when I played this World Championship once in Turkey, they used to have like a special oven and they used to make this Pinak Frankie, and it used to be amazing, like next level. I've never had a Frankie after that at the same, you know, same awesomeness. I've never had that. डर सबको लगता है, गला सबका सूखता है. Yes, Mountain Dew, got it. So Anish Grischuk, you know, he has this tendency to really get low on time. Like, in this position, people would wait, but people would play faster. But Grischuk is taking time on move 9, which is so rare in Rapid. They started with like 15 minutes, and after 8 moves, he's down to 9 minutes. So I don't know sometimes why he takes so much time. Like, rook e1 to me is a very obvious move. Bring the rook, attack the pawn on e5. And if he plays the same move after thinking for like 10 minutes, 3-4 minutes, it would be completely weird for me. I don't know. Betray? अरे क्या betray? कुछ भी. I never betray. Summer is online, I know. He's streaming rap. So, but I have zero knowledge about rap. And one thing I have good knowledge about is the game. So that's what I'm trying to... Yes, Shreya, you're completely right. So Soumya will join when she's free from her work commitments. That could be any moment. I think she has joined. I got a message right now, but okay. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. We are rooting for our boy Anish, of course. Arey, sorry guys, I forgot to tell you. Like yesterday, I told that after a break, I'll try to come back. But you know what happened? The games finished in the next half hour, and I got occupied with other work. So I had nothing to stream. But of course, I should have posted about it in Instagram story so that you guys would not wait. So I'm really sorry about that. Now onwards, like if I'm not streaming, if I've said that I'll stream something and I'm not streaming, I will let you know. So Queen E1 is very interesting. So you have to understand the point of it. Like if he had gone Rook E1, he was probably afraid of Bishop G4, which would pin the knight. So he wants to solve this problem by attacking the pawn, but now Bishop G4 is useless because it's no longer under the pin. So it's a kind of a clever move, but the downside is that the rook is, kind of stuck. I assume that Anish will play Rook E8 very soon. Murali. I think he's streaming on his own. I have no idea like what is his schedule or something like that. But we'll have different grandmasters joining in. No need to worry. We'll have like an awesome chess stream. 2k people sacrifice their sleep. Arey yaar, your guys are putting me in guilt. That is my weakness. One of the weakness. Like if you put me in guilt, I feel really bad. And I feel that now. I feel guilty. Completely guilty. Okay. Usi baat pe let's eat. Add up to the guilt of eating on stream. Okay, so this is the board. Let's watch Nakamura. What's going on? I think black will take on c5, rook c5. The game is progressing slowly here. Usually white has the initiative because he has two bishops and some pressure on the c file. But let's see. I am of course black should play bishop c5 any moment. I think, I don't know, probably some technical glitch. Dekh. Let's see Anish. It changed the board. Now I like it from black side. I'm eating simple roti guys. कुछ ज़्यादा नहीं. रोटी और उसमें कुछ like घी लगा के, चटनी लगा के, fast food. Indian fast food. Hey Somil, thank you. Are you guys like watching two streams at the same time, by the way? You cannot take on c3. Queen is protecting it. Actually, you guys know Mamba, right? He suggested me some music to put, and let me try to see if I can find it. Let's find Mamba in my okay, got it. Okay, got it. So he has sent me a list. So let's put the Mamba songs. So no, you're not watching someone's stream at the same time. I thought people are watching both the streams. Arey guys, so sweet. I have zero knowledge of rap. See, he played Rook E8. And now the question is if white will go knight G5. Because the tactic theme is very common. White will try to use this bishop. So how he can use it? He can play knight G5, try to attack the pawn on F7. Another idea is to bring queen to E4. So that it attacks the knight and clears the path for this. So I'm assuming that knight G5 will be played. At least that's the first move that comes to my mind. Or queen E4 can also be played, but I'm not so sure about it. It's either of these. Only common mods are busy today with two stream. अरे that's a good observation. जो common mods है उनके बेचारों की तो मतलब कहाँ loyalty दिखा देंगे वो आज common mods. Okay, let's put some this music which Mamba suggested. Mamba SR. Mamba. Do you guys like jazz? I mean, I have not heard jazz music. See, IG5 played. So, you know, when you use logic, it's not so tough to actually kind of predict what will happen. Okay, let me open Spotify. Let's put some music. Let's jazz it up. Let's jazz it up. Yeah. How is this music? How is this music, guys? All good? So I was putting this music, so I didn't pay attention to the last few minutes. I personally like it. It's nice. It's soothing. It's soothing to the ears. Relaxing. Chill. It fits well with the chill stream. Hi Vidit, have you been playing on Chess.com and what's the difference between an inaccuracy, blunder, mistake? Love the all efforts. Array, thank you Jinesh. So you know this I'll just come back to the game to explain that bishop f5 is to stop queen e4. Probably now white has to improve his pieces, so he'll bring this rook in the game. Let's see. See, it's okay, we'll change it. ठीक है, नहीं पसंद, we'll change it. So the mistake between say like inaccuracy is like you make a move and the position evaluation doesn't change so much. A mistake is like, okay, he can get some serious advantage, and blunder means you can probably just lose the game on the spot, or like there's a drastic change. What the hell is f3? What the hell is f3? That's such a weird move. I really don't like this move f3. I think our boy could be ambitious right now. f3 seems very weird. What's the point of it? Just control this square? Doesn't make so much sense. Lower the volume. Got it. It's quite comfortable for Anish Giri actually. So yeah, Jinesh, as I said, you know, it's the difference of evaluation which is the main thing. Also they say that you shouldn't say blunder, because let's say if you make a mistake, you can just say it's just a mistake, because when you say blunder, it has a very deep impact psychologically how you're taking it. It's not really good, because you will be always scared of those such positions in future, something like that. Could be. Is it too loud? I think I'm getting a feeling that you guys are not into this music, so okay, let's not play it. Let's not play it. We want to see you playing. Arey Rohan, yes, I also want to go there. Of course, that's the aim, to play in the candidates. Thank you, Dibajyoti. So sweet. Thank you. Of course, Karthik. Every day, every game, the one who starts the game has an advantage, because he dictates the pace of it, right? in the top level, black is always considered, like a draw is considered a good result from black. And if you start with white, of course, any player would pick white. No doubt about it. Like any top player you ask, they'll pick white. Hey Vivek, hey, it's so nice to see that you reached 1500 and you're starting again. Keep going, man. Keep going. I hope the streams bring some value to you and you like learn something as well as you're entertained. You know, that's the aim. Just 1 second, guys. I'm trying to. Okay, I'll get back to that. Let's look at the games because we haven't covered this in a while. So last we checked was this position, right? Knight c5. So takes e4. Okay, that's a very interesting move. I wouldn't have played it myself because it changes the character of the position. E4. The point is, if you take this, queens will get exchanged and black will capture the pawn on b3, which actually is an interesting trade. But Liren played knight e1. He didn't want to go for the complications. He probably wanted to keep the queens. And now Nakamura played queen d6, which Engine really disagrees with. He was saying bishop g4 is a good move to put more pressure on e2 and open up the file. Okay, 1 second, I got a message. Yes, guys. Soumya might be joining us any moment. Let's wait for that. So bishop g4 was a good move. Queen d6 kind of Engine really thinks it's bad because now the queen is free and he can take on e4, a4, b4, bishop b3, queen c1. Engine again does not like queen c1. It's very minute differences. Like whenever you analyze even with Engine, I think there are so many unique things, right? Why queen b1 is considered better than queen c1? There has to be some difference. Probably the point is, if queen b1, ed, knight d3, rook e2, knight f4, rook e7, like this position, white has this extra option of bishop to e4 attacking the king, whereas in the game after queen c1, in this position he does not have this option of bishop e4. So you see how you have to take decisions while keeping like the next few moves in the mind, right? Okay guys, what is the problem in the description? And there is no music actually. Okay, now good. I changed the description. Sure Manu, I'll keep that in mind. Watching 50-50. Hey Murli, got it. I've defeated no, both those no. I've made draw with them. I haven't defeated them yet. Yeah, I changed the spelling of Giri. Let's see our boy Anish. What is he doing? Wait, what did he do? So last we checked, the position was f3. Black played knight f5, so that he wants to take one bishop, right? Because two bishops is good advantage. So he played bishop b3 so that if he's exchanging the bishop, at least he'll get the pawn in the game. Like his pawn structure would improve. So knight b3, a b3, bishop g6. Engine is evaluating this position as equal, but like kind of okay for black. Like he's on the safer side of the things. So it's good news for Anish in a way. And drawing actually is a good result for Anish. so he can like press from white's point of view. So it's a good result in a way. I'm so sorry again about the eating. Hey Mrinal, top 5 chess games of all time. Probably I'll have to include like the first few games which come to my mind is like Kasparov Topalov for sure. I think the King Walk, I think it was pretty cool. It set a trend, and it's very subjective, right? Like I'm just telling you all the beautiful moves that come to my mind. Like, probably some Fischer Taimanov, that beautiful endgame. I mean, that was a masterpiece. That was so good, so good. I don't know if you guys have seen, but Bobby Fischer had like some great games. So those three, and then I can just throw 2 games of mine because that's subjective. So I think it should be okay. Clock froze because some moves happened afterwards. King h1, a5, bishop d2, b6. So a5 is logical because all the moves have certain point. White wanted to play c4 here, but he could not because knight goes to b4. Now you would think that the knight is hanging, but there is a tactic behind it. You give a check, attacking the king and the rook. So king moves and you take the rook. So that's why bishop g, he played king h1. So now he wants to go c4. But black saw it, of course, and Anish played a5. So if he goes c4, the knight will go to b4 and will be protected. So he played bishop d2, again planning c4. Anish played b6 to protect this pawn. Queen g3, f6. And Anish has actually a very good position. He's actually slightly better, which is good news. Okay, we have a guest here. 1 second, guys. Let me fix it. Hi Soumya, can you hear me?
Hi Vidit.
Your video is off.
Yes. Hi.
Hi, welcome to the stream.
Thank you. I'm so excited.
So many people were waiting. Like I started streaming and I saw so many messages going like very Soumya, very Soumya. So
I'm sorry guys. I was having an early dinner like Vidit.
I am eating on
So
stream.
convinced me yesterday. So
To like my fault. I just asked her to join like half an hour before the show. So it's very nice of you to agree to come on such short notice.
no, I'm very excited. I'm very
Wait,
excited.
wait
And
1
I watch
second.
your streams
Yeah.
really often.
By the
I
way,
watch your streams really often and I enjoy them.
thank
You're
you, thank
like
you, thank you.
you are so humble with it. I know you for so many years and it really comes across. I'm so happy everyone can see this side of you.
Arey, thank you. One rule of streaming: don't compliment me too much. Then I get awkward.
Okay. Okay, fine. No more compliments.
So I'll just introduce you to like. I mean, most of them know you, but still like who are new to chess. So, when did you start playing chess? By the way, like, what age?
Uh, very, very long back. I was 7.5 years old. So
I also started somewhere around that. Like all kids, I think we all learned when we were kids, right?
yes,
Yeah. And like,
it started off as a hobby, of course, right? For
yeah,
you too.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. So basically, at my houses, like I was so mischievous that they wanted me to like do something and which will cool me, or I'll not be trouble to them. But it turned out to
Oh,
be a good hobby.
for me, it was like there were two funny stories related. One was that
We love funny stories. Go on.
so one was that I used to always see my brother play chess with my granddad whenever we would visit our grandparents, but I was never interested. Like I did not even have a peek into the board, right? Because I was like 4 5 years old,
Hmm.
and मैं अपना अपना खेलती थी.
Hmm.
And फिर when I was in third standard, I saw that my mother is also playing with my brother now. So now I started to feel very left out. I was like, क्या मेरे को ही नहीं आता है बस और मतलब इन लोगों का भी टीम बन जाएगा ना if they
Right.
both are going to. So I insisted that I also be taught chess. And the reason why I was put to chess class was actually my mother was like, you're already going to all these 5 different classes. तुमको कहाँ से chess class डालेंगे? But basically, I broke my leg in the third standard, and I was at home for 3 months. And before that, I used to go for a dance class.
Okay.
So my father was like, "No more dance class for you." He was like,
So
"तुम chess खेलो."
so that accident actually became like a good thing. Like it brought you to the game.
Yeah, exactly. So I think basically something good comes out of everything, and for me it was like that.
And like one of the biggest achievements, I guess, was when you became world junior champion, right? In Argentina. Like
Yes.
that was a breakthrough kind of.
Yes,
And
yes.
and when did you become women grandmaster?
I became a women grandmaster before that. So
Okay.
this was in 2009 when I won the World Juniors, and 1 year before that I became a women grandmaster. So
Okay,
I'm just
awesome.
trying to
And
find
also,
the link to the
also
games
I'll,
now.
I'll I'll send you the game. I'll send.
Okay.
Also, to the people who don't know, she's also a lawyer, so she's very good at arguments.
But oh God.
Legal arguments, legal arguments.
And I try not to argue so much, like nowadays. I've learned.
Arguments is a wrong word. Debate. Like
Okay,
you're very
debate.
good at debate.
Thanks.
Like because
Debate
of
sounds good.
but lawyers argue, right? Like actually the term lawyers are
Yes.
not debating in court. They're
Yes,
arguing.
they're arguing. Yes,
So
yes.
technically I was right.
Great. And which game are you following right now? with
We
this?
always start with Anish Giri's game. When it
Oh,
finishes, we
wow.
go to different.
Oh, wow.
So what are your thoughts? Like your first instinct when you see it?
So, I like black. I don't know why, but I like black.
So guys, if
What
you have
about
any
you?
questions, chess questions, you can
Knight.
ask her. And if you have
This
any
game, yeah,
legal
Grischuk
question,
Giri, yeah? And he just
Yeah.
played 96. I just want to be sure that my net is working.
Yeah, knight c3 was played.
Yeah. You can send me some legal questions, sure.
I was
can
saying
help
chess
you.
questions on stream, legal questions off stream.
Yes, I can help you, maybe. Or maybe not. It's your responsibility. You are contacting me.
Disclaimer already. But in lawyer, when you became lawyer, like do you have to have like some specialty? Like you will be,
No, you
specializing
can.
in.
No, you can take some courses, but basically you complete your LLB or BSL LLB, like the
Okay.
3-year or the 5-year course, and then it's basically about experience rather than
Yeah, but it's so
course.
like I don't know a single chess player who is a lawyer apart from you. So
Really,
it's
I
very
know.
unique, no? In a way.
No, I know a few actually.
Who are playing professionally? Who?
Natalia Pogonia, I think, is a law graduate.
Really? Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't know.
And yeah, Alisa Melekina is a lawyer, but now she's a professional lawyer. She's not
Oh,
a
okay.
professional chess player. So
Okay,
I know
got
a
it.
few. Also Rajabao studied law.
Oh, really? I think
Yeah.
he might be using it.
Yeah,
now.
100%. 100%. No, it surely helps actually. Yeah.
I think Anish is going to repeat.
Apps.
Yeah, they're repeating moves, no? Like knight c3, rook a3, knight b5. He'll probably come back to a5 or a4, and it should end in a draw, I feel.
Yeah, maybe. What do you think with it of this position?
It looks pretty equal. Like, how do you improve, right?
Yeah.
And like with black, it's a good result to make a draw, and that's what's happening. They are just repeating. Like white's position is very solid. I would actually prefer black in this if I had a choice, but it's just
Yes.
subjective. Objectively, it's just equal.
Yeah, it's like the pawn structure. Now you like.
Yeah. So probably we can move to the next game because this is just a
Okay.
draw. We can go to number 2 game, like Nakamura, number 1 game, Liren Hikaru.
Okay.
Yeah, this ended in a draw. So Anish is off to a good start in a way, like draw with black.
Yes.
You can just catch up with the game and I'll just like great stream.
Yes.
Thank you, Sushil. Thank you so much. I hope everything is okay, guys. Chat, you can hear Soumya quite clearly. So we have 4,000 people watching right now. That's great.
Wow. Where do I see the chat on your
Chat?
stream?
Yes, I can. Yeah, you can just go
Yeah, I can
YouTube
open
pe
the
search.
stream and
Yeah, you can
okay.
just pause the video so you don't hear it like
Yeah,
twice.
it doesn't echo.
Yeah.
Yeah. 1 second, I'll just open the stream.
Okay. It looks like Liren messed up in the last couple of moves.
Yeah. So I got it. I got the chat too.
Awesome. So I
Oh
think
wow,
now,
so many people are following the games and following you stream. That's
I'm
very
sure
nice with it.
I'm sure they're excited to have you here, like, because usually I stream like alone or like with Samay nowadays, or sometimes Anish joins in. But they of course want to know more about, like, other chess players who are there, and I'm sure they're very happy that you joined.
Okay,
I think
I'm
some of
glad to
them
know
even
that.
joined the webinar.
Oh
Okay,
really?
yeah, we'll get to it like once the game's like paused in the break. We'll get to it
Yes,
probably.
yes.
So now
Rook
Nakamura made a big
C7.
mistake. He
He
went
played,
97.
yeah, and white went Rook C7.
Yeah, engine was showing like taking with the bishop is probably better.
Okay.
But it's scary to do this because I understand like the light squares are weak, right, around white's king.
Mm-hmm.
So he must be afraid, like, okay, not to mess up, and he wants to exchange pieces. That's the feeling I get.
Mm-hmm.
Because let's say
Yeah, it's a
black cannot
problem.
play knight g6 right now.
Yeah,
H and if queen g6, you lose a rook, right? Rook d7
Rook
and
D7 and Queen
queen c.
C8.
Yeah. So rook c7 looks very logical, but black can just play king h7
Oh wow.
after rook c7, and like the knight has no place to go, so he has to exchange it, which leads to like equal position.
He played Knight F5 and Rook C8.
Okay, I'll just
Okay,
refresh my
both of
game.
them are really low on time.
Oh
Knight
yeah,
D4.
50 seconds
Yeah,
against 43.
yeah.
Soumya OP is going on in the chat. So I know, I hope you know what
Thank you.
OP means nowadays.
Yes, overpowered.
Yeah.
That's
Oh.
what. Thanks to you, I have learned some
Streaming
YouTube
terminology.
terms. Yeah, streaming terminology. Yeah.
Oh, Queen C7 is such a pretty move.
Oh wow.
Like
Oh my God, it's so
Rook C,
exciting to follow this. I
Rook
don't know
D8,
what's
King
happening.
H7, Rook H8 would be mate. So Queen C7 is like really pretty. So he played Queen E8. Now he is threatening to take the Queen. So White has to take on D8, Rook D8.
Yeah.
Like
And
we
I
know
don't
the
know.
evaluation, like I know it's equal because I see the evaluation, but otherwise
Okay.
it's very scary, right?
Yeah.
Um,
But it's scary for white too, now I feel, because the knight on
exactly,
d4 is so strong.
exactly.
Yeah.
Both sides.
Now knight f3, bishop d5, knight e7 is coming. Ah. Okay, I don't know. What do you think? Rook d7 maybe, huh?
Rook D7. Oh, Knight F3 played already. Like that's the problem. Like it's so little time.
Yeah.
It makes sense what Black is doing. He just wants to, not calculate, like have some
Yeah.
stability.
Yeah, but now he'll just take on e5 and play rook c1 maybe.
Takes on E5, pawn takes.
Rook c1.
Or you could play G4 to support the pawn on H5. Yeah, you don't want to lose that pawn.
But d8 rook is hanging for now. Yeah, maybe for later. It's a
Yeah,
good
yeah.
blitz move. Yeah.
But Rook
Yeah.
C1 also makes sense. You bring it, to the open file.
Yeah.
Very interesting. They are playing at a high level right now. Let's see. Oh, and he plays G4.
Oh wow.
He played
So
G4.
yeah, Vidit is more familiar with.
No. I was watching engine evaluation, so.
Okay. Maybe f3. I don't know. F3 looks weakening too, but I
Yeah.
don't know what he'll play. King
King
G3
G3.
maybe.
Yeah, King
Yeah.
G3. He played F3.
Before. It's interesting to guess, na?
Yeah.
Love guessing if.
Really. I mean, it makes like it. You feel good when you guess the
Yeah.
right move, kind of.
Yeah.
What will happen?
So now I don't know. Like Maybe king g3 anyway. Okay.
Wow, that's a big blunder according to engine. Like fe4, now black is
Yeah.
winning. That's what it says.
Oh,
Oh, what a turnaround.
oh my God. Because h5 is also
Weak and queen,
hanging.
yeah, just bishop h5,
Yeah.
and the king shelter is blown away. So
Yeah.
Ding made a big mistake in time pressure. I think that's one of his weaknesses. Like when it comes to time scramble, he's not so
Mm-hmm.
confident
Uh-huh.
because
Maybe, yeah. And as you said, like f3, like, it just blows. I mean, it's too weakening for a blitz game, perhaps. Like maybe in a real game it works, but
yeah. It feels like not so practical with
yeah,
such an
yeah,
open king.
yeah.
King f2, yeah, this looks scary. Like black just needs to coordinate his rook and queen.
Rook c8 maybe now, and game over, yeah?
Rook c8 looks like the most logical move. Yeah, I assume he'll play rook c8. It's very interesting to see that engines suggest king h7. Like just move the
It's
king
a
away,
good move.
something.
Yeah. It's a
But
good
you were right,
move.
rook c8 was played.
Okay.
Now
But it's,
rook c2 check is just only one check, right? Now you
yeah, king
go,
g3. He played king rook c2.
yeah,
King
rook c2,
g1,
king g1, yeah.
rook e2, huh? But bishop d4. This is again not clear. Because white is threatening bishop d4 now. Oh, king
King h7
h7.
played. Hikaru is of course like very like he smells the blood now.
But, acha. And what do you think of this endgame after queen g6?
No, I would never exchange queens with black. I mean,
But what would you play now?
um,
Just some move. Yeah,
yeah, rook
there's
d2,
no
like
threat.
pin the bishop, yeah. Because
Hmm.
one check on g6 and it's over. So you just kind of wait
Hmm.
for him to go wrong in a way.
Hmm.
Like,
Yeah.
what will you play with white?
Yeah,
You don't have a
exactly.
move.
Everything is hanging. That's true. Oh, maybe king f1, no? No, queen d5, king f1. Oh my God.
There is no move.
Yeah,
Like, you
that's
probably have to play b5, just give this pawn and deflect or kind of.
b5.
But black will just take
You
it.
can take it,
Yeah.
yeah, you can take it.
Rook
And now
f2.
queen e4 is hanging after rook d1 check.
Yeah, rook d1, but can he do rook
Anyway, rook
f1?
f1.
Yeah. And then put the rook on d3. Yeah, it makes sense. Like, go rook f1, put the rook on d3, where it cannot be exchanged.
Hmm.
Guys, we'll take the questions once this game is over. Like, it's on the verge of finishing.
Yeah. And it's so exciting, you don't want to take your eyes off it.
So, we have around 5,000 viewers now.
Oh,
Like,
wow. Hi, everyone. Thank you for joining in.
you're doing my job also.
But still, I
Oh,
mean,
he exchanged.
oh,
Oh no, he
but now
exchanged
it's,
rooks.
but maybe it's not easy to defend, right? Like the king is too exposed.
But now it could end in a draw.
Yeah, it could actually.
Oh no.
Oh, now g7 is also hanging, so.
Yeah, you have like it was a big mistake to exchange
Hmm.
rooks. Like in chess terms, it was minus 5.5 and now it's just minus 1.
Oh, I see.
Okay, so
Maybe he thinks this is winning. What do you think? I don't know.
the problem is, let's say you give this bishop for both these pawns, like
And
H
the
and G
bishop.
pawn, and then you have the
Yeah.
wrong color.
Yeah, you have to give it at the right. I mean, you have to take the bishop at the right time, and
Yeah. I
And the
assume
king.
that he will play king d4, king c5, maybe. So I think the general rule of thumb is that you attack the pawns from from e7 or f8 and stuff like this, right? So you should not attack from d2, the pawns on g5. You should attack it from behind. That's what they say. It's very interesting. So h4 will be played, I guess, and king g4, and white will just keep the bishop on e7 or d8, like this diagonal. He'll not move this bishop from this diagonal. Sorry.
Yeah.
From this, I mean d8 to h4. Yeah. Black can never play g4, so he plays h4. King f2, probably.
Now king g4, king h3, but then
No, king h3, black can never
yeah,
do.
king h3 can. Oh my God! So king h5, but then it's too far away, right?
Yeah.
Or can we do it?
King g4, king f2 now.
King f2, king h5.
And then you just wait. Bishop d8. And if you play like
And g4, bishop c7.
bishop c7, and then you give this bishop for the pawn,
Hmm.
then it's a draw because of the wrong square of the passed pawn.
So it's a draw. Oh, that's
He
he
played
gave up that
b5.
pawn also.
He
Okay. He doesn't care. I don't know.
Very interesting that he just gives up the pawn. I wouldn't
He
do that.
Yeah, I would wait, but probably he's afraid of. I mean, probably not afraid, but he probably doesn't like bishop b5 and king f4, and somehow the king comes to the queen side and takes the a3 pawn.
Could be. Yeah. Makes sense. Like, okay. Like the
But
king
I
coming
don't
to
know.
this and okay. Makes sense. So you give this pawn and you keep a3 protected. Okay.
Yeah.
Very interesting endgame.
Yeah, and games are especially, but now they have caught up on the time. Now Liren has 1 minute 35 seconds, and
Yeah.
Naka has 1 minute almost. So
But now it doesn't matter like the time so much.
yeah,
If you have figured out like what your next few moves are going to be, you have the
Yeah.
setup ready. So you just play fast. You don't have to think. And white doesn't have any choice.
yeah.
Probably a big mistake by Nakamura to like he had a game in his hands and exchanging rooks was a big mistake.
But can he go like maybe h3 now and okay, no.
Yeah, if you put the pawns on light squares like h3 g4, white will always put the bishop on d6 and then control h2 g3 and you cannot like push it, right?
Yeah.
So I think Naka also knows that it's a draw. He's just playing around.
hmm So I'm looking if there are any blunders for white, but there aren't, I guess.
So one plan could be, you know, like white will go king f2, right? g4 will be played.
Mhm.
And then you will have to move the bishop to c7, right? To protect this
Yes.
square on g3. Then black will try to bring the king to a3.
Yes. Yeah, that's a.
That seems like
Yeah,
a plan.
actually, that's a plan. And how do we stop it?
And that's a question. Which I no,
Why
I
isn't he
have a
playing
plan.
it?
No, I have a plan.
Okay. Okay.
What I'll do is I'll put the king on g1 and then attack the pawn on h4 later on. When it comes to it, I'll show it to the chat as well.
Okay. I still didn't figure out, but okay, fine. I trust you with it.
Thank you. Not many people do, but he's just moving around like
Yeah, I don't know, maybe.
probably increasing time to like
Yeah.
think about it, make have a longer game.
And to tire out Ding, maybe. Because it's more tiring to defend than to.
Yeah,
Like,
could be.
psychologically, it's a little tiring.
Also, it's like, you know, frustration. Like, let's say you have a winning position and then you spoil it. You just want to play around, like, kind of normalize yourself.
Yeah, that's true.
Yes, they're just moving around. So, until then, maybe.
Let's go to another game because they already gained a lot of time.
No, probably the next game wouldn't have started.
Okay.
Oh, it started. Anish Giri against Grischuk. Yes, it did start. But that endgame is more interesting, right? Than
Yeah,
this. Probably
yeah.
there will come a conclusion might happen any moment. Let's wait.
Yes.
Like how many moves can he play?
Yes.
So Nitesh wants you to give a shout out to his wife Amrita. Can you just
Hi, Amrita.
any
I
Soumya
don't know. I
fro-
hope
No,
this is my first shout out ever. So that's
You
what
did
it
great.
means. Yeah, okay.
So
Thanks.
one of the questions for you is like like he has increased rating from 1000 to 1350 by solving puzzles,
Okay.
but it's not increasing, and his aim is to reach 1800. What would you advise?
This is his online rating or Okay, fine.
Probably.
Whichever.
Yeah.
Okay. So I would suggest to like continue with solving puzzles, and also to probably see some also probably play some practice games online, which you're, I guess, doing, and also to see some classics. So usually that's how we all improve. So I would suggest you to take the same route. Maybe you can take like a book, pick up any book and try to complete it in, let's say, next 20 days you're going to complete this book. Keep a tangible target for yourself. And even with the puzzle rating, for example, if your rating right now in puzzles is 1200, you can try to keep a tangible target of trying to increase it to 1400 in the next 1 week, something like
Keep
this.
small achievable goal.
Small,
Like
yes.
what they say is like SMART, right? Small, measurable, achievable,
Ah, nice.
small, smart, and R is for something, and T is also for
Realistic.
something. Yeah, realistic.
Realis-
Yeah, realistic and target probably.
yeah, yeah,
Small, achievable, measurable, realistic target.
yes. So I think that's the way to go about it. Good luck.
That that's a very nice way that you put it. Like to keep small
Hmm.
targets, right?
Yes.
Oh, they agreed to a draw.
Oh, okay. Okay,
So
Vidit, I'm curious to see
yeah,
that what is the
so let's say you wanted to put the king on h5, right?
yes.
So I'm on move 94. I put the king on h5.
Mm-hmm.
So I bring king f2.
So I keep my bishop on the h1 a diagonal, so I keep it on c6.
Okay, so you bring bishop to b7. Let's say it doesn't really matter, right?
Yeah,
I
and
play bishop d8.
I play g4,
Then I play bishop c7.
king g6.
Can I play king g1? Oh no, then you play g3, of course, and then you
Yeah.
bring your king. Okay, so what I have to do is sorry, king h5, king f2. No, I'll not play king f2. I'll play bishop d8.
Okay. So when I play king h5, what are you? So when I play g4, what are you playing?
g4, I play king f4.
You're playing king f4.
Yeah, I like tie your king to this g pawn.
Uh-huh. And I can't play h3 because of king g3. So let's say I play g3 here.
Yeah, and now I'll just play bishop e7 like a waiting move. So you can't you cannot move the king because h4 is hanging. And if you play g2, then I'll block it with bishop c5 and bishop g1.
Yeah, and then you'll go to h2 with your king somehow.
Yeah. I mean, I'll just put my king to block 2 pawns, and the bishop will defend the a3 pawn.
Yes. Okay, yeah, this makes sense. And can I prevent you from attacking my h4 pawn? Let's say, no, I can't.
Yeah, because the bishop has too many squares like d8,
Yeah.
e7, f6.
So nice.
Yeah,
But so he saw it and he didn't want to show it over the board, perhaps.
exactly. And also when we see these games that they ended in draw, we see that there was so much action going on behind, right? Like it was not like draw. Chess is a drawish game. Of course, there's a tendency to draw, but so much action was happening.
Yes. It was very thrilling also to follow it. So Anish drew, I saw in the chat.
Yeah, he drew the first game, but the second game is
okay.
yeah. Hi Mayur, hi. Please give a shout out. Okay, Shashank, shout out to you, man. Narayan, okay. One question is tell us something about yourself. I think we introduced. So, but maybe Soumya, like they know me, like I'm streaming every day, but you can tell something about yourself.
You also have to tell about yourself. One thing which nobody knows, Vidit.
Okay, sure. Go ahead. First, ladies first, yeah. So convenient.
Mine though, I can say anything. No, they anyway don't know much about me.
Yeah, go ahead. Tell something.
So I like, what should I say? Oh God, I like tuna very much. Oh God, it's such a boring answer.
I think
fine.
all
say
Punekars like tuna so much. Yeah, I don't know why they fall in love with the city so much. I've never seen anyone else fall in love so much with their city. There's like special affection for it. And also anybody who has visited Pune, if they're like studied there, they have a lot of affection for the city. I've seen, at least among my friends.
Yeah. Actually, what I love about Pune the most is Punyachi Tekdi, which are the hills in Pune. They are amazing, and I'm very like it's so refreshing to go to the Tekdi and whether in the morning or in the evening.
We went once, if you remember.
Yeah, we did. We climbed some trees also. I remember.
That doesn't sound. That's okay.
We tried to climb a tree, but I don't know if we managed.
We climbed the tree. We climbed
Okay.
is correct. Yeah, we
Yes.
climbed the tree and we just settled for a branch afterwards. Like very moderate ambition.
Step by step.
Exactly, but that
Being
was
smart
fun.
about it. Realistic.
Small goals.
Yeah, it was fun. And I remember when Vidit had come to Pune, we tried to do so many things and nothing worked out.
What do you mean? What do you
Yeah,
refer to?
we tried to go to a gaming arena, you remember, and it was closed. Then we tried to
No.
play TT. Yes,
When was this?
there was, I think this was 2 years ago. 2 years ago.
Gaming arena. Which gaming arena?
Do you remember you, me, and more chess players? Isha was also there. There was a video game arena. Do you remember this? Where you can play this paintball.
Yeah, I wanted to play. I mean, I can imagine myself trying to play paintball. I love it, but
Huh.
we tried really. Where did we go?
Yeah,
Which
we
place?
did. We went. So there,
Oh yes. Now I remember.
Yes,
In the afternoon. Yes.
yes.
And
Then we tried to go and play TT also, which also did not work out because that was also closed.
oh yeah, and I remember Isha was driving that time. Yes. Now I remember it.
Then there was some plan to go and play CS, but I don't know if that worked out. I don't
Yeah,
remember.
Counter Strike, right?
हाँ.
Epic.
But at least the Tekri plan worked out, so I was very happy कि एक तो चीज सही गया मतलब.
Exactly. See, natural thing. No, it cannot be closed.
हाँ वही.
I think it was Law College का Tikri.
हाँ law college का Tekri.
Good days.
Yeah. So Vidit, your turn. You have to tell something about.
You told so
yourself.
many, we climbed the tree. I was going to say that.
अच्छा. Okay, now everyone knows too many things that they didn't know. Yeah.
Exactly. So it was a good story actually. I forgot
Yeah.
about it.
Yeah.
It's like after COVID, it feels so disconnected from the world
I know.
because also like you attended a Zoom wedding. Tell us about that actually. It's so
Oh
much.
my God.
I want to know actually. What is a Zoom wedding?
So no, I was expecting that the wedding itself will be online, okay, but that unfortunately
I mean, like what? Like
did not
he'll put
happen.
the garland in the camera or something. I mean, how will the wedding be
I
online?
really expected the wedding to be online, but it wasn't. But okay, at least we could attend it online, and I remember I was training I was training and I suddenly remembered अरे 12:30 हो गया Zoom wedding attend करना है तो वही कपड़ों में जाके attend कर लिया कुछ change नहीं किया कुछ नहीं
No
Then-
makeup needed. No
yeah no
dressing
makeup
up.
yeah and didn't have to travel anywhere and कुछ socialize भी नहीं करना पड़ा ना ऐसा small talk but I actually hoped that the comment section would be open as I told you like at least कुछ तो comment कर सकते ना साड़ी अच्छा है
Socializing,
ये
हाँ,
हाँ
हाँ.
मतलब but they were very smart they had kept it closed because you never know na people can
Could you
comment
really-
anything
You never know. I know,
yeah,
of course.
they didn't trust us enough so they were like comment section बंद रखेंगे तुम्हारे
So what? Basically, you were in a Zoom meeting with some other people who you can't interact with, and you are
Yes.
watching the bride and
the
groom.
wedding yeah but it was really the best wedding I've ever attended
What is so special? Like you cannot do anything there. You're
it
just
was
watching.
very convenient like for me the idea of attending a wedding is to simply bless the couple you know and be a part of their happy occasion मेरा उतना expectation रहता है एक wedding से so I thought it was fulfilled
Like I remember once you told this, the fun thing was कि someone just said वहाँ पे खाना नहीं मिला तो क्या best wedding? You are going there to bless. Many people go to eat food.
To eat the food, yeah. Yeah.
Okay, let's get back to the games. Like it was
Yes.
fun, fun ride,
Fun
memory
memories,
lane.
yeah.
Yeah,
So he played, so it was an
Italian.
Italian.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
was an Italian. Very
And
common at the top level right now.
yeah.
So yeah, it's in many lines this 97 knight g6 is played,
Yeah.
and rookie bishop b6 is kind of preparing for that, because if you go 97 immediately, there's an option of going d4, which attacks the bishop, right? So you prevent that by going bishop b6 first on move 7, and then you maneuver the knight to g6.
Hmm.
And white also
Yeah.
does the same, like brings the knight to f1 and eventually to g3. So d5, bishop g5 is played.
So Vidit, what's your take on this? Like Italian has become so popular now, and everyone prepares it from white and black.
Yeah,
And
it's like one of those lines where nobody knows what's happening. Like you can be prepared for it, but nobody knows for sure what's happening.
mm-hmm.
It's just about like I'll know 30% of it and you'll know 50%. So you have an edge.
Ah.
Nobody knows it like 100% in and out. It's so
Mm-hmm.
complex. That's why.
But it's also very, I mean, okay, now it is not, but it seems like so symmetrical, and the plans are also almost the same for both sides. जैसा नहीं लगता है? Like black also comes bishop e6, queen d7 sometimes, tries to take on h3. White also has this plan. Now, in this game, of course, black didn't play h6, so we got bishop g5, so it's different.
Yeah, if you take on e4 for example now,
Hmm.
then you take back with the pawn. Right.
Hmm.
hmm I guess that could be played. Also, one of the ideas in this line is to play h6, so that you
Uh-huh.
play bishop f6, queen f6,
Uh-huh.
and ed. You give this pawn, for example, on the d5 square, and you
Mm-hmm.
play something like rook d8 or knight f4, like for compensation. You play for compensation. This is
Okay.
also an idea. So I don't know what he'll go with.
Yeah.
Probably, I have a feeling Grischuk will take on e4. Play it safe.
Yeah. Bishop g5, yeah. Usually they don't allow it, हाँ मतलब इसलिए uncomfortable लग रहा है. Maybe it's okay.
I guess something happened in the chat, guys. I hope all is okay in the chat. Everything good. Uh,
What happened?
I don't know. Something like timeout. So I saw some timeouts. So probably someone was misbehaving or something. Probably. Anyways.
Timeout means like if someone is misbehaving, then
Yeah. You give a timeout for like few seconds. Then they
okay.
cannot comment or something like this.
Okay.
All good?
Yeah,
So
someone is saying Palakkad OP. Yeah, I was born in Palakkad, so
really, where is this place?
it's in Kerala, and I
Oh.
was born in this very small village. My mother is from that village, basically. So it's like exactly 2 lanes, you know? That village is only of 2 lanes.
Two what?
I was lanes.
Achha, 2 lanes. That's all. Like
Yes.
there's only 2 streets there. That's all.
Yes, yes. It's a famous village actually called Noorni because there is a big festival there every year. But yeah, nice place. There's a pond also.
Have you visited it in recent times?
Yeah. I visited it 3 years ago as for the first time as an adult. So I have very nice memories.
Nice.
Yeah.
He played h6 by the way. He went for the other way.
Okay.
India world. Arey, there is nothing accidental about it. Okay. I get the pun. Okay, wordplay. Okay.
Kya?
Soumya is literally accidental GM. Like wordplay, yeah? Because you had an accident and you became a GM from it.
Oh, lovely. Nice.
We used to do a lot of chess puns, but now
Oh yeah, I
we
have
stopped.
seen one of your streams where you were coming up with chess puns. Yeah.
From that like voice tone, I understood your opinion about it. Yeah, I had seen it. I mean, why did you do that? It was like that kind of a tone. Those were the days.
Hmm.
Okay.
Anything that makes you happy with it, you should do it. Doesn't matter. Rook d8. Okay, I
Yeah,
like black's position.
but white has leverage, like he has an extra pawn, so he can play
Hmm.
knight e3 for example,
Huh.
protect the pawn on d5,
Hmm.
and then black has to play probably knight f4. So it's a very dynamic game.
Hmm.
Usually this line, if I remember correctly, was considered to be good for white,
Okay.
and Grischuk has thought for like 7 to 8 minutes for this, so I'm wondering what he has up, what he's thinking of, you know.
Mm-hmm.
uh Soumya, okay, I didn't want to bring it up, but somebody asked, Raghav Chakravarti, would you like to share what went through your mind when you expressed your protest regarding the Iran tournament? Also, more power to you.
Oh, thank you. Uh, yeah, I mean, I was very angry and upset, of course.
So I would
So,
just give the context, like, uh, Soumya became a Twitter celebrity, and that's why she had to deactivate her account. She became very popular on Twitter. She was trending on Twitter at some point, but for the right reasons. And yeah, Soumya, you can like give the context, everything, what happened.
so basically, for many years, there had been tournaments taking place in Iran for women players as well, but we had to also, Iranian laws expect women to wear a hijab at all times, and chess players also had to wear a hijab at all times, and that was something I was very uncomfortable with. And in 2018, I was selected to be a part of the Indian team in the Asian Championship, but they initially it was in another play event, so I had given my confirmation for the tournament, and
Mm-hmm.
then they changed the venue to Iran. And I also wrote to the federation asking if they'll make any changes in the regulation. There could be special regulations, right,
Mm-hmm.
for chess tournaments.
Right.
So that's something I wanted to clarify with them. And I also told them that I'm not comfortable to wear a hijab. So what can be done? And the Iranian Federation was very clear in telling me that there will be no changes because it's the law of the country. I understand their position, but I just felt it was completely unfair to expect players to uh, adjust to this kind of discrimination. And I felt it was not, uh, my principles were being, uh, I mean, I had to let go of so many of my principles to play the tournament. And I just felt I was in a very unfair position because why should I be made to choose between my principles and my game? And I felt that players shouldn't be put in this position. So that was the reason I wrote so clearly on Facebook that was the reason I actually wrote on Facebook. Otherwise, I wouldn't have even written. And also, what happens with it? Sometimes you opt out of tournaments for legitimate reasons. It's not like you have some personal work, or it's not like you don't want to play the tournament, but you genuinely have some strong reasons. And because you don't speak about them openly, people just form their own conclusions. And
Right.
this has
Right.
happened to players in the past. So nothing comes out of the fact that you actually forego the tournament and you stood up for yourself, and nothing improves the next time, right? And
Exactly.
people, in fact, just jump to conclusions about you. And this I had seen happening with other players as well. And I was very sure that I didn't want to just sacrifice my tournament and suffer every time. I wanted a change to happen because it's not just me who's uncomfortable with it. Many people are. Many people might not just say it.
Right. Why you
So
should be forced to do something.
yes,
Okay.
exactly.
And also, like, I am sure as a player, like, you're playing Asian Championship representing India, so it's a big
Mm.
opportunity for you, right? Like, you
Yes,
were looking forward to doing that,
yes.
but you had to take a stand, which is not easy to let go of that, because as a player you also have to look for yourself, but
Yes.
also to take a stand, it's not easy. I mean, you can say it like in friends or something, but to take a stand publicly on some issue, it's really
Mm-hmm.
not easy, because you'll of course get some criticism and stuff like that, and it's not easy. So I personally know that. So that was very very big thing of very big decision for you to stand up, which is really commendable.
Thank you, Vidit. You're very sweet. Thank you.
I mean, also all the chat, they are going Soumya OP again. So
Thank you so much, everyone.
So did this change things though? I'm very curious. Like
Yes,
the after effect, what happened?
yes, I believe it did because I was okay. For example, also I think I was I mean there have been no women's tournaments in Iran in the recent times, and I'm not saying that we should boycott the country, but if we are going to have some tournaments, then the players have every right to preserve their rights. That's all I'm saying.
Like basic rights, you mean?
Yeah. So because that couldn't work out, there have been no women tournaments there, and I know that FIDE, like the current leadership in FIDE, is also agrees with my opinions because at that time also they supported me. At that time they were not the leadership in FIDE, by the way, but they did support me in their personal capacity. And Sutovsky, who was the ACP president,
Yeah,
I
I
think
think. Yeah, I mean
he also
Association of Chess
yeah.
Professionals, just to tell the people. Yeah.
Yes. So he also publicly supported me. That association supported me. So I can see that there was a big change. Yeah.
That's good. Yeah. It will like inspire some people to like take a stand if they feel like something is really important, and
Yeah.
many times what we see is if you do that, you'll probably get crushed, or
Mm.
like you will have the you're scared because you don't have that power or something. You
Yes.
feel that other people have more power and they can just suppress you. But it's
Yes.
good to see that here uh, your opinion was like really given the importance and they appreciated it. So good.
Thank you. Thank you. Also, I want to say I was not the first one. I think there were a few players before me, like Anna Muzichok and Nazi Pakidze, who also publicly opposed a few things.
Mm-hmm.
But this was for another tournament, but
Mm-hmm.
they also. So just. Yeah, I mean, as you said, it's important to stand up for yourself, and people might support you. But the thing is that when you stand up for something, you should be ready to stand alone. Only then it is
Yeah,
worth it.
because you don't
Otherwise,
know who
it's
will be
not.
with you, right? We
Yeah,
cannot know.
because it could be that you have to stand alone. So only when you feel strongly about it should you
You should do
actually
it,
take
right?
some.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay, too much lecture बाजी हो गया.
Very
Serious हो गया
happy.
तुम्हारा stream ना मतलब
No,
कभी.
we have and we do everything. Like for
अच्छा
example, I was
अच्छा
eating on the stream, so we do everything. We have completely
अच्छा
casuals. कुछ भी चलता है, no
अच्छा
problem.
अच्छा.
Very happy to see another Indian chess player with such clarity. Respect OP Soumya OP. Thanks,
Oh,
Devin.
thank you, thank you.
I liked that another Indian chess player, so I also feel good in that.
You too have all our respect with it. You know that. You should know that rather.
Thanks,
Okay,
Omkar.
so
Thanks, Abhishek. Thank you so much. Thank you, Sushil.
what is?
Like they are like appreciating what you did
Oh,
and
okay, okay. Yes,
various other stuff. So I'm
thank
just giving
you.
a shout out and thanks to them. Okay,
Thank you.
let's go to analysis of the game right now.
Yes.
So after Rook D8, 93 was played as we predicted, and Black played A5, which is very interesting, right? He wants to play probably A4 or something.
Hmm. Yeah, this
Uh,
A5. Yeah, this A5 move is always like very dynamic. It makes the game dynamic, na? In Italian. Like suddenly so many plans are possible, na? After A5.
yeah, but it's also at the same time I feel it's a bit weird. Like the action is happening in the center and he plays a move like A5. Although Anish went wrong,
Acha.
he played D4, which like leads to exchanges like ED, CD, and Knight F4. Now the question is, how do you even defend the pawn on D5?
So, sorry, maybe I'm missing something obvious, but what was happening for Acha, he would have what was happening for knight c4? I didn't really get it.
Which point? Knight C4.
Instead of d4.
Yeah, Knight C4 probably like double attack on B6 and E5. So you have to
Yeah.
play Bishop C7
And I
and
thought to give up the pawn. What do you
like
think?
D6.
Yeah.
But then you play
But
Bishop D6, right? You don't really achieve much.
and also d3 becomes very weak.
After Bishop C7, you can play D4 though. so that like
Uh-huh.
if you play ed you can play queen d4 and exchange the queens.
Hmm.
Yeah, this was probably better.
And take knight d4 in the end, or
Yeah, you
knight
take
d4?
with the knight so that you don't
Yeah.
have an isolated pawn. And
Mm-hmm.
main point is like you can't really play rook d5 because there is rook e8 check.
Mm-hmm. Ah, nice.
So black will have to sorry
Take cd.
yeah, take cd and then it's an isolated pawn, right? You
Yeah.
just play knight e3 or something, you attack the pawn, bring
Yeah.
the rook to d1. It looks like a very comfortable position.
Yeah.
So I feel a5 was a mistake,
Okay.
and then d4 was a inaccuracy, like kind of giving away the advantage. ed cd knight f4 and then dcbc was played. Actually this position it looks even scary for white because now black has two bishops.
Sacrifice. Hmm.
Yeah, some bishop h3 could come any point. Also d4 pawn you can't really defend, right? How do you even continue with white? So
Knight g4. Ah, nice move.
Anish actually went wrong. He could be in much he could be in a big trouble. That's what I feel.
Knight g4 is a mistake, you think?
No, I
No.
think the mistake was to
Earlier.
earlier. Yeah.
Um,
Knight g4 you have to do, right? Like,
yeah. Yeah.
and
G4
now
is.
bishop d4 maybe. Uh, yeah, you just take the
Maybe.
pawn.
Yeah. Could take pawn.
There's also
You
an
could play
interesting line.
a4, yeah?
Exactly. I was going to say that. So that
Oh.
bishop a4 is bad because of bishop d4, and then
Hmm.
you have too many attacks. So
Hmm. Ah, he
I
took
think
on d4.
he took on d4, right?
Yeah.
Practical
Yeah, he took on
choice.
d4.
White has to
Hmm.
take on d4. There's no other option. The bishop is just too powerful to leave it like that.
Yeah. But this is okay, I think, for both sides. I mean, will you exchange the queens here? I probably won't.
No. You keep the queens, right?
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
knight d4, rook d4, I assume.
yeah, yeah.
And you bring the other rook to d8 or play rook d2, knight d3, all kinds of stuff.
Hmm. Yeah.
Thank you guys. Narayan, he's asking what are your hobbies?
My hobbies.
Yeah, both of us,
Oh,
but you can go ahead. Like you can answer.
अरे, you will just say हाँ मैं भी यही बोलता
I they know like I'm a reader. Like I like to read
Oh,
books, and like I like
okay,
other sports like basketball and stuff. Like I've spoken about it so many times, but
okay,
they want to know about you more today.
okay. So I have too many hobbies. But it's okay. So I also like to read books. I love reading books, and
Fiction or non-fiction though? Because I like only
non
non-fiction.
I
Same,
also
yeah.
like, yeah. I used to like reading fiction very much when I was a kid, but at some point I
Favorite
outgrew it.
books? Favorite books?
Uh, One of my most favorite books is What Do You Care What Other People Think?
Oh,
It's a nice title, no?
yes.
So it's basically it's not a self-help book. It's though it sounds like one. It's a like semi-biography of Richard Feynman, who was like one of the most intelligent persons of the 20th century. So
What?
yeah,
What's?
it's a very nice book.
I
It's
wanted
a
to
very
ask
funny,
what's the
yeah.
book about, but the title gives it away. But like you can give more context. Like what does it say in that? Because
It's
I'm very
just
curious.
so it's just some snippets from his life basically, and it
Mm-hmm.
shows you how interesting he was as a person, and he also explains how he some of his experiments in he was basically a physicist, so
Mm-hmm.
some of his experiences, and he was a part of uh, I don't know what the term is, but basically it was a part of an inquiry commission to find out why space shuttle mission didn't work out for the US. So he explains how he found out that it didn't work out in the book.
Nice.
I mean, how he went about it and how his brain works. And in general, he was a very interesting person because he basically took up drawing at the age of post 30, took up playing drums post 40, I think. He
Nice.
was always trying to improve himself, and
I
I
think
genuinely like such people.
I think one of the famous quotes of him is like, not quotes, but one of his sayings could be like, if you want to learn something, you teach that. I think that's
Yes,
attributed to him, uh, at least
yes,
what I've known about. So
yes.
he said that teaching anything makes you learn it better, actually. Like if you're teaching
Yes, it's
something, you
true.
learn better. That was his
It's,
point.
yeah, it's true. So are you learning chess better now with this, now that you're
I hope so. Also,
great?
it depends, right? Like how you're teaching it and what topic you're teaching on. Like,
Yes.
let's say if I'm teaching some 2700 material, then of course, clearly, uh,
Ye-
it
Yes.
would show. But also, like when you revisit the fundamentals, sometimes it helps. So
Yeah, 100%. Like, for example, if you're teaching some kid, you will surely go through the classics. Not just a kid, but any
yeah,
beginner,
you
let's
learn
say.
through it. Yeah, right.
Yeah. So you'll
Because when
revise
you
your
are
classics.
explaining, you want to explain in the most simplistic terms, so you get
Ah,
clarity in your mind. Okay, I have to say this, and this is what
ah,
it is. When you
ah,
understand something, it's a vague idea. Ki, okay, you know positional play kya hai, okay, where to put pieces. But when you want to explain it,
ah.
then you exactly say, okay, positional play means this,
Yeah.
like that.
I have a very funny story about this. When this was many years ago, my niece, she was 3 years old, and I tried to teach her chess. And I was trying to explain her checkmate or
Okay.
the aim of the game, and it was very hard for me to explain it to her. So I came up with this term, with this thought process. Yeah, I told her basically capture the opponent's king with your pieces.
That's the
Okay?
checkmate. Okay.
Yeah. And then someone came at the door, so I went to check who it was. And when I was back, she had basically kept the king in the center. So black's king in the center, and white's army was around him in a circle. And they had captured the king. And I was like, yeah, this also makes sense.
Technically, it makes sense.
Yes. So everyone has their own interpretation, na? Matlab.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Palakkad OP. Arey. I guess many people from Kerala. Okay. Let's
Oh, I see.
let's come back to the game because Grischuk has only 30 seconds. Very interesting position. He probably went wrong somewhere.
Hmm.
Like he could have taken on b2 the last move, but for obvious reasons, like the rook would come to d7. He didn't do
Hmm.
that. He played
Hmm.
rook d8, and now white is actually kind of better. That's what my engine says. So I guess you have to take on d2. You have to exchange
Hmm.
the rooks.
Yeah. Okay. But okay, it's like I don't know. Rook take, and rook e8, king h7, queen e4, and g6. Yeah.
Yeah. Rook e8, king h7. Yeah. It looks scary, yeah, this position.
Hmm.
And Grishuk has only 30 seconds. So if Anish could like come up with something clever, it would be great. Like to put some, practical pressure so that he
Pressure.
has to take time.
There is a blunder. Can I show it?
Sure. Tell me.
Sorry.
Yes,
Rook
yes.
d2, rook d2, g3 would be a blunder because of many things, but
Yeah, knight
knight
h3.
h3 and knight e2 both. So
Right. Knight h3 I think just finishes
yeah,
king
knight
g2 rook
h.
f2.
Yeah.
So he played queen e3 instead of g3, attacking the rook. So rook b2, what's happening if he
Queen
takes the
e3.
pawn? Oh, rook b2 cannot be played. Oh no, he can play it, rook b2. What's happening if he takes the pawn on b2?
He can first of all give this check and take on f7 with
No,
the
then
bishop.
again knight
Then
h3.
knight h3
Oh
and
no,
queen
you're right.
h2, king
Yes,
h2.
yes. Queen e8, king h7, bishop f7, and after knight
Oh my
h3
God.
check, you don't need to capture the knight. You can just move
Yeah.
away because gh3 queen f2 would mate.
It's mate. Yeah. I didn't realize it's mate only.
But
No, after bishop f7, it's mate basically. Oh,
uh
this ulta mate.
no. There's knight e2 check still
Where? Where
because
92?
after bishop f7.
Really?
Yes.
Oh my God, queen h4. No, rook
Yes.
e2.
Rook e2.
And rook e1, rook into e1.
Yeah, rook
Ah.
b1 check. Sorry. Yeah, rook e1 because king h2 is always met with queen h4 mate.
Oh wow, this is very beautiful.
But I guess that didn't happen, right?
Now
I think
I'm
he
seeing
played rook
your
d8. I think he played rook d8. Like he just went for the safe option. See, that's what
okay.
happens when there is no time. Like you have to play practical chess, kind of. And now,
But this is better for white now.
clearly,
Yeah.
because both the pawns are like weak. Bishop,
Yeah.
of course, is stronger than knight. Instead of
Yeah.
playing g3 though, Anish played queen e7.
Hmm. Oh, this is also good now. Knight d5 he played queen e7 go.
Yeah. So would you take on f6 or you would move the queen? That's the question.
I was thinking I'll take on f6, but because as black I want to keep the queens, but maybe there is something specific like queen a7 here.
Queen a7 attacking the pawn on a5 makes sense, right? Like black will
Hmm.
take on b2, but you take the a5 pawn. It looks like a
Hmm.
favorable trade. I mean, both the options
Yeah.
look good. You can exchange the queens or do that. It's
Hmm.
a personal choice.
Hmm.
Now the games are going to get very interesting, guys. Thanks, Tamunash. I didn't get the message, but I hope it's okay. Hey, Yadnish. I hope.
Oh,
Okay,
he has
awesome.
15 seconds.
Awesome.
Grischuk.
Keep going, Yadnish. He exchanged queens. Anish, of
Okay.
course, likes this technical stuff, like
Yeah.
technical positions.
Vidit, you are a good friend of Anish's. So can you predict what he's going to go for? Like, are you
Yeah,
good at it?
yes,
Yeah.
yes. Many times I can predict it.
Okay.
Okay, I'll try in the next part of the stream. I'll try to predict what he'll play. F3.
Okay.
Yeah, he
Huh.
played F3. Black will play Rook D2.
Huh.
I think Rook D2 will be played. Yeah, or King F8. Two moves. You can also predict what will happen. It's fun. Okay, King F8
Okay,
play.
I'll predict for black, you
Okay,
predict for white.
Rook
Okay.
C1. Rook C1. Anish will play
अच्छा.
Rook C1 101%.
अच्छा.
I,
Alexion is a good move. Who won't play it? I mean,
now you predict.
oh God,
Tough
Rook
choice.
D6. Yeah, it's very tough, Baba.
I like that Baba.
Rook
Rook D4.
D4. Okay,
Rook
all right.
C6. He'll play Rook C6.
Yeah.
I think he wants to play A4. Black wants to play A4. That's why he played Rook D4.
Hmm.
King F8 was a big mistake, by the way.
So he'll play A4, of course. But Rook C4. Oh, sorry. Your
A4
turn.
now, Bishop C2. Or, oh no, Rook C4. Rook C4. Exchange the rooks.
Yeah.
Oh, that just wins.
Yeah.
Anish is winning now. This is simple
Good,
win.
good. Yeah.
This
It's a
is just
nice
a very
win.
simple win. Your pawn up. Oh, King F8 was a big mistake from Grischuk's point of view.
Yeah, it's because now this Rook C8, Rook C7 thing started to bother him.
After instead of King F8, he should have like played Rook D2 and tried to go for activity. He played too slow. Okay, now white will just play Bishop B5, no? Attack this A4 pawn. Get wow, Anish is gonna win.
Yeah. So he'll probably. You think the game will go on or Acha, King F2 he played? He's not interested, huh? In the
Yeah,
A4 pawn.
Black can't bring the king, na? D6
Yeah.
because F7 is
Yeah.
hanging.
Yeah.
King F2 is very good move actually. Just bring the king to the center. Knight
No, but
D7. I
and
think
then
King E3. He'll play King E3. I know my boy Anish. Okay, Bishop B5 or King E3 same, but I think King E3 is like more classy. Okay, I think Grischuk might resign any moment. That's what I feel.
yeah, but I'm surprised he didn't play Bishop B5. Okay, but of course this is also winning.
Yeah, you can take the pawn any moment. Now the question is, will he play Bishop B5 or King D4? I think he'll play King D4.
King D4, King D6, Bishop B5,
No,
Knight.
it's the same. It's the same. Bishop B5 or King D4. Like next two moves are the same. You just have to change the order. Yeah.
So Knight B6 probably. So
Knight
Knight
C5.
C5. But
Yeah,
then it's
because
hanging over there, no? Like all the time.
King D4,
King D6.
King D6, and then you just bring the king to
E4.
C4, B4, or you can just play G3.
अच्छा A3 खेल दिया.
A3 is strange. He didn't want black to double the pawns, kind of. Knight E6 check maybe. Black has to go for counterplay.
Yeah.
To go for
And
some
Knight
F4.
F4.
Yeah. That's his only hope, right? Otherwise, if white plays G3, he has zero counterplay.
But even after like Knight F4, G3 and there's no Knight E2, like थोड़ा प्रॉब्लम ही है.
Knight e6. Now king c3 or c4? Where do you go?
I thought of c3 because I don't want
Yeah,
to give
yeah.
the e2 square.
Yeah. Looks very logical to play king c3. Yeah, king c3 is a good move because after knight f4 g3, black can't go knight e2.
And he'll go back knight d5.
Knight c5, you mean, right? Oh, but he
No, knight
allows
f4
it.
g3. No, I thought knight f4 g3 knight d5 was going to happen.
Okay. Give it check. Right. Now even Anish is low on time, like 28 seconds only.
So Vidit, how do you feel when you have like a lot of time pressure online because there is a danger
Yeah.
of mouse slip or disconnectivity?
Disconnection is the big
Yeah.
danger. Like I was playing,
Yeah.
I told I think the guys when I was playing
Okay.
Aronian, I had like
Uh.
2 minutes left, and
Uh-huh.
my internet disconnected. I was completely winning, and I panicked. Like
Ah,
if I don't
really?
get the internet back, and it took like half a minute to get it back. After that, I was playing fast. I should keep some spare time.
Oh, that's what happened. Okay, yeah.
Right.
I saw the game.
So I just wanted to play and get it over with as fast as I can. Like actually in online tournaments, it's a strategy that not to resign. You can play on because you can still win by disconnection.
Yeah, that's true.
For example, our team have lost on time yesterday when they were like repeating moves. It was perpetual, but just the third time they were gonna repeat, and he lost his internet.
Oh, yeah, it's unfortunate, but it's very normal also. So
Knight h4. Now king e3. Okay, this 2 pawn should win. Like I think it should be a easy technical
they
win.
should win by themselves. Yeah.
Yeah. Arey Lolit Chandra. I tell him all the time this. Sorry. You're saying something?
No. I was just saying f4 maybe.
F4.
Yeah, F4.
You know Anish more better than me. But what if F5 now? If Anish spoils this, I'm gonna be mad at him.
You think it's spoilable? Or maybe.
Why to allow this much counterplay? Like previously it looked completely lost. Why do you even give this pawn on the king side? See, now black has this h pawn, right? Like you have to calculate more things. I really don't like what he did. Although it's still winning, I don't like it.
But okay, you have a point. I thought white can just push his pawns and be happy. Like b4, b5, a4, a5.
But now black is also pushing, na? That's the problem. Like
so now he played g5, not h5. So he'll take it, right? Or you'll play f5.
F5, then knight g8.
No, knight g8, yeah.
Knight g8 and knight f6. So. Oh, if Anish messes this up, it's going to be cruel. I'm not sure that it's clearly winning anymore because you can still bring the king to b5. Oh no. Things got exciting for us at least. King d4. Now but knight f6 and g4.
Knight f6, yeah.
Just push the pawn.
Yeah. So he'll
no, it should
play
be winning.
bishop e2.
No, play bishop f3 and put this on h1 probably, the best square, and push this pawns as fast as you can.
Yeah.
Hey, Engine says it's winning, so.
Okay, that's good. Yeah, bishop h1 is a nice move. I thought of bishop g2 only, and knight h5, king e4.
Knight h5, king e4, but if I give check back again, then you
king
go
f5?
king f4.
King f5?
Yeah. Okay, so knight h5, king e4, let me think. Then I can maybe play g3.
Okay, what's your threat? Okay, a4.
Engine says this is draw now.
Oh. Why?
Oh my god.
Why is it a draw? How do you hold this?
It says that you should give the pawn on g4 and bring the knight, like knight g3 check, king f4, knight e2 check, king g4, and put the knight on c3, and you can't push the pawns.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, Anish made a big mistake.
So maybe he could have played king e3, not e4.
Yeah. Oh, he finds it. He finds knight g3. Oh man.
No, he still can play king d. But king d3, knight f5.
Oh, he
Yeah.
finds this. Grischuk finds this. Knight d4 now. Like the threat of attacking b4 and a3 with knight c2. Oh no. He blundered big time. Now knight b5.
Bishop e4. Oh my god. No, but
Knight
knight b5, a4.
knight c3.
Bishop c2.
And then king d5 and king c4 or
Ah.
something. Oh man.
Okay.
This
I
is.
can't.
Or you can just play bishop c2.
No, but bishop c2,
Knight
bishop
d5.
b3, yeah?
No, knight d5 you can even go.
Okay, b5.
Then king c5
King
and it's a
c5.
blockade. Knight
Yeah, and
d5.
you
Oh,
can't
knight
push
d5, b5, knight e3. Oh,
Ah.
what an easy game. Oh no. He just messed up.
So this f4 you think was like a
Yeah, knight e3
unnecessary,
check.
giving unnecessary chances.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm.
Oh no. I told you I'm gonna be upset if it happens, and it did happen.
It's unfortunate, yeah.
It was a simple win. It was very simple. Yeah, now it's just okay. We can just show the game like where it happened. We can analyze it too.
Yes.
You know, also what I've learned over the years is like when you have yeah, it ended in draw. When you have a winning position, the most important thing is probably not to give counterplay. If you can try to avoid it. So I'm on move 35 right now. Are you
Okay.
there?
I'm going there. Wait. Bishop b5, knight c5.
Yes.
One. Yeah.
So
my yeah, okay, tell me with it.
yeah, you go on. What you're saying? Your first
No,
instinct?
my first question, like if I was white, I would have taken the pawn with bishop b5. Why didn't he take it in
Earlier,
this?
right? King e7
Yeah.
ko. Yeah, play
Yeah.
bishop b5.
Yeah.
Probably he didn't like a3. Black will play a3.
Okay, and
Like,
he doesn't want to double
Double
his-
the pawns, yeah. But even this is winning. Like you have this bishop which you can put on e4 or d3. Push this pawn to a6, and I'm sure 100% that this is winning. But
Yeah.
even what he did looks okay. Like he brought this king to the center, which looks correct. Bishop b5, knight c5. I think till here everything is correct. So how do you avoid giving counterplay? You can play g3 for example here. Okay, even a3.
What about
Okay,
the
and yeah.
sorry.
What about the what?
What about the plan we discussed, like king d4, knight e6, king c3, the plan we discussed?
Yes, king c3. So that, yeah, knight f4. If he plays g3, yeah, knight d5 check. King d4. No,
Yeah.
you can even go king c4.
For knight d5,
Yes.
you mean? Yeah. Yeah, I can go. I can go both ways, no?
No, because the point is like king c4. If you give knight b6 check, I want to play king b4 and take this pawn on a4. But with after knight d5, if I go king d4, knight b6, my king cannot come to b4, right?
But king c5, your king is still on e7.
No, king is on d6. Sorry, we are in wrong position probably.
Okay, sorry.
No, I was checking after a3, king d6. We were checking
after
king
a3.
d4.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
was checking without a3.
Okay, but let's say king d4, it would end in the same position, like king d4,
Yeah.
king d6.
So
Right?
instead of king c4, king c3, knight f4, g3, knight d5, king c4 you're saying now.
Yeah,
Now I
king-
get it.
Yeah, just not to give this e2 squares, because in the game he got this, right?
Yeah. But king c4, he'll anyway play knight e3, king b4, knight d1.
Sorry, I didn't get it. Which position?
So this line knight f4 with king c3, knight f4, g3, knight d5, king c4.
Yeah.
He will anyway go knight e3, king b4, knight d1, and
But after knight e3, then I'll play king d4, no? I'll not go to b4. I don't need my king there on b4 right now to attack the pawn.
and my after knight d1 you'll play bishop e2 and trap my knight.
Yeah. Or I can even play bishop a4, knight b2, bishop b3, and your knight has no squares.
Yeah.
No, it was very simple actually. Like
Yeah.
it was just two moves calculation here, and
Yeah.
he thought for like 20 seconds here, which shows that he sensed that there is something. But for some reason he went king c4. King c3 would have just finished him off. Crazy.
He doesn't like king e5, king f4 maybe, but it doesn't seem logical. I don't know. I don't know what he didn't like. Yeah.
Imagine after like having this win, and you know as a professional, right? Like you are winning. You don't even need to check with engine, like were you winning,
Mm.
and then you like lose this. I think this is more devastating than when your opponent outplays you, because you had something in your bag almost, and then you lose it. So as a chess player, I think at least for me it's like that. Like I hate to mess up such positions where you're winning.
Yes. It- yeah, I mean, especially, yeah, I can totally understand. I don't know what to say because, especially online, this is so,
Different, yeah.
yeah, and it's, no, I don't know. Somehow in online chess and in fast chess, it's more common, right? These feelings. Like, you don't think so?
Could be because rapid chess, the tendency of making mistakes are higher.
Yeah.
But I think it doesn't matter any format. I feel bad.
Yeah, that's true.
Even
That's
if it's
true.
practice game.
Yes. Yes. That's true.
Thanks, Harsh. Thank you so much. And Delroy says, amazing to hear from Soumya too. You two are so grounded. Hope to keep seeing more. Thank you, Delroy. Thank you so much.
Thank you. So, Vidit, do you think this is a good idea to speak about our good
Oh
moment to
yes.
speak about our Sunday
Oh,
event?
thank you. Okay, so you can go ahead. Like, okay, I'll tell the story. Like, we had a webinar few days ago,
Huh.
where we discussed what we can do for chess, like during COVID-19 and after COVID-19. So it was very interesting. Many people liked it. And one of the points which Soumya suggested during the stream was that many people who were playing chess, they had like their bread and butter was due to professional chess, and they were playing the games and they were earning. But due to coronavirus, they haven't been doing that. So mentally, they are not feeling, they are very stressed out because you, of course, lose your source of income. So we should do something for them. And now you can explain what is the idea that you have come up with and what we are doing on Sunday.
Yes, thanks Vidit for giving that background. And actually, it's not just for them, I would say Vidit, because basically we are going to have. Basically, my suggestion was for associations to have a mental health program, like a permanent mental health program, which includes sports psychologists, uh, motivational speakers, and mental health professionals.
Okay.
So one part of it is, of course, the group you mentioned, and
Mm-hmm.
in the current, it will be very useful in the current situation, but
Right.
I feel it will also be useful in the long run. What do you
Like,
think?
yeah, like we'll be having a webinar, which will be like based on with a sports psychologist, Gayatri Vertak,
Yes.
and she will be speaking on mental toughness. I think that's what is the topic. How to
So
develop mental toughness.
the topic is actually opportunities and challenges related to COVID. But
Mm-hmm.
yes, basically to develop mental strength. And
Mental
you're right.
fitness, right?
Yeah.
So I've decided to stream it on this channel, like on our channel, and it will be on Sunday.
It will be at 10:30 a.m. on Sunday.
Yes. So guys, do
And
join in and like send us your questions if you have, and we'll pick out a few of them as we get a chance to do it. And I hope you guys will also like learn something from this if you're interested at all. I mean personally for me, I'm very excited to I'm looking forward to it.
yes, me too. And actually, I think sports psychology is something which is very
Underrated.
common,
Uh-huh.
underrated, but common, but not so common in chess. What do you think?
Yes, it's true. I mean,
Uh,
because you know what they say, like physical sports, they say, okay, a lot of things are also mental, so they focus on
yeah,
mental
yeah,
fitness. And in chess, okay, we are anyways playing chess, we are already doing the mental work. Why do we
yeah,
need like a psychologist? I think
yeah.
that's like, see, I also feel like in the previous years,
Uh-huh.
uh, they were not taking things professionally.
Mm-hmm.
So let's say if you want to do something professional, you go all in, you try to fix
Yes,
every single aspect of it. So
yes.
their attitude was, okay, to play well, you just need to play the game of chess well. Like, you know, that's just one part of it. But now
Mm-hmm.
we know that, you know, mental, how you, what is your state of mind makes a big impact.
Yeah,
And it was not considered a part of it. I think that's what it's also culture, right? I think in Western cultures, it has been given more importance than here. That's what I feel. Now people are of course more interested and they're getting into it. But few years back, like 10 years back, even the sports scene in India was different. It was not so advanced as it is now. So people are now taking it more seriously. That's what I feel.
Yeah, just a quick shout out to Adi. I think Adiban is online. Someone wrote that Adiban is here. So hi Adi, thanks for watching.
Wait, is Adiban really here?
Someone mentioned it in the chat. I don't know if he is, but if he is, then hi.
Hey AD, if you are there, don't just be in the chat. Come on the stream. Send me a message on WhatsApp. We can all hang out.
So yeah, I agree with what you said with it, that now things have become more professional, and also it's just about awareness. You know, when you are aware that you can improve your mental health, you actually work on it. Maybe some people are simply not aware about this aspect, and that's why also I think this seminar will be useful. This webinar, this discussion. Yeah.
Awesome.
For example, for many years, I wasn't aware that it's, you can approach a sports psychologist and you can work on your thinking patterns. Yeah, you can become tougher if you're not. You can change your mindset if you have a certain mindset, all these things. So until I was a junior, I think I never worked.
Fits there. I think we are back now. Yes, now we are back.
Okay.
There always is one point in the stream where my internet will like give a chance for people to blame BSNL. But we are back, guys. We are back.
Yes, there are. Oh my god.
See, look at the chat now. BSNL will be there in the chat for like 2-3 minutes at least.
It's hilarious. Oh, so how long is their break, by the way, with this? Do you know? They've started, but again? Only the first
move, yeah.
Yeah.
Usually, I don't stream like all the games. I just stream like the first few games because, it depends. Like, do you have time?
No, I thought. Till 9:30.
You're too nice to say no, right? That's the problem.
I wanted to ask you one thing with it.
Yeah.
Which I'm very curious about from the first day since you started streaming.
Yeah.
So you are like very disciplined. I know that about you. But how are you managing your practice?
Yeah. It's getting affected a little bit because also like, this COVID-19 gives you a feeling that you have a lot of time on your hands, but actually you're working more. That's what I feel like. There's also a study which says that most of the people are working 3 hours more than what they usually work.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. So I feel like I'm more busy now in COVID-19 than before.
Wow.
Yeah. But my sleep schedule was like changed. Now I'm trying to get back to the routine kind of.
Okay.
Hey Deepa, thank you so much for joining in again. Thank you so much. Sahildar, my boy Anish. Okay, I think there is some tweet by Magnus which is going in the chat for long, which I have to pull up. Okay, so I'll just try to pull up. Let's see what it is actually.
Magnus. People call him Mangesh. Why?
Yeah, that's the name we kept for him. Because I think there was a meme like Mangesh, play Mangesh, something like this.
Indian version of his name, huh?
Yeah.
You would have been what? Gujratov if you were Russian.
Please don't give them ideas.
No, I just...
So I've loaded the tweet and it says that my boy Anish Giri snatching a draw from the jaws of victory.
Oh,
of course it's a troll.
How to respond. Just like
already 700 likes in like 10 minutes. So of course Anish and Magnus, they of course troll each other. No, I'm not surprised.
Oh, गुजरात तो ओपी चल रहा है और ये लोग
I told you, don't give ideas. Like the other day, my cousin was on the stream and she
हाँ
revealed my nickname. And usually
oh
nicknames in childhood are like so weird, no?
हाँ
But she revealed it. So,
hey, what is it? I should watch that stream, huh? What is it? I also want to know.
but what is Gujrathi?
What could
Arey yaar.
Nice.
We should have terms and conditions.
Hilarious.
Now the chat is not going to stop. Like in Gujarati, it's going to be
Oh,
spam for like 2
Montu.
minutes.
It's Montu. They have told
Yes,
me
yes,
already.
Montu, yes.
Nice. Very cute.
One question is by Narayan again. When did you both meet first? I don't remember, to be honest.
Oh, I remember meeting Vidit and his sister at the same time, I think. In
When?
Bombay, you remember? I don't know if it was the first time we
Yeah,
met,
that's what
but
I don't know if it's Bombay, but it's one of the first meetings, like
हाँ,
initial meetings in this Andheri Sports Complex.
हाँ. And
What?
Vidit's sister dances very well, so it was a very memorable.
You
It's a
also
very nice memory I have of hers.
now.
Oh, and Vidit, she has taught you also.
Yeah,
saw your-
dance.
I saw your World Dance Day ka video. It was very cool, yeah.
No,
So you're
no,
learning
yeah.
from her.
Yeah, I was learning from her, and
Nice, nice.
she's a very good teacher. Like she has a lot of patience, unlike me. So,
Okay.
and now,
Nice, nice.
and there is a super chat. Vidislav Gujrato.
Oh,
Now you
lovely.
have no idea how many modifications will be made to that. Arey yaar.
Great. So,
You know, if you
in-
remember those days of Andheri
Yeah.
Sports Complex,
yeah.
it was so weird. I mean, the
I have
place.
no comments to make. Like, I have no comments to make on the status or like the situation of chess players at that time. So let's just
But we had like
If-
this amazing unity, like whatever be the place, we all
Yeah.
used to get together and like have fun, like so much fun. I don't know how come. Like when I
because
think
we
of
were
it, now,
kids with it, that also matters. I think if you put us there now, then we would like
get away, run at the first opportunity.
yeah, yeah. So it's also I think we were just too excited to play chess. That's also there.
Right. I mean,
Huh.
that the room picture comes to my mind, and it's really not cool.
I don't want to describe it.
But also like when we were growing up, like when we were like 7, 10, something like this, there were many tournaments in India or somewhere where the conditions were like awful at times, like completely awful. And
Yes.
I remember once I played this national championship in Dindigul in Tamil Nadu, and the place where we stayed, like there was no hotel nearby. It was held in a hostel, like in some institute, but उसका hostel भी ready नहीं था और वो institute भी ready नहीं था. So half working condition में वहाँ पे tournament हुआ था, and we were staying in that hostel. And I imagine at one point there was a scare because there was a chameleon in the room and stuff like this used to happen.
Oh my God.
And in the evening we were like carefree, like नीचे जाके cricket खेलते थे वो. Like कुछ भी मतलब tournament खत्म हो गया chess का, नीचे cricket. Like now when I think of it, I can't imagine like for me to travel from here to that place back then, it took me more than 36 hours, something 40
Yeah.
hours. Like I had to go from Nasik to Mumbai to like change trains, Chennai, Dindigul, something like this.
Yeah.
And to travel 40 hours by train, I don't think I can do it again now. Like,
Yeah. I also have some horrid memories of
travel.
Travel and age group nationals and how I used to avoid bathing because I didn't want to go to the washroom.
It was so unclean, yeah.
Yeah. So I used to like sort out.
It was cleaner to actually not take shower.
Exactly. So I think nowadays things have improved a lot, and of course there's always room for improvement, but things are better.
I like how you just like things were horrible. Now things are better. Okay, good, all good. Drastic change in like 2 seconds. Okay. Yeah. So Anish, of
Wait,
course, this game is going to go on. I don't know what happened in Liren Nakamura though in the second game. Oh, it's going on. Maybe we can check this out.
yeah.
Liren is defeating Nakamura.
Okay.
Look at the position. Look at the pawn structure. So weird. How did this happen?
I don't know. I'm not getting it.
Number
One
2
second.
game.
Yeah, I got it. Acha, the end game with opposite color bishops. Oh, they have like played a lot of moves. I
Yeah.
didn't see this.
No, we were checking Anish's game, right? Throughout.
That's why, yeah.
80 moves, long game, and Liren won. The final position is so weird. Like, see the pawn structure. How did this happen?
That's very nice, actually, right?
Yeah.
Like, nice win for Liren.
And it's not easy to defeat Nakamura in any speed thing. So I'm very curious how it happened.
Yeah,
It was Berlin. You don't play Berlin, right? You play Najdorf.
No, actually, I did prepare Berlin recently, but nobody allowed me to play it, I think. Everyone, no, I did play one game against a 12-year-old kid, and he really like thrashed me out of the opening.
12 years old are dangerous.
Yeah.
So I think after the opening itself, Black had a very good position and then he grinded out a win. So probably something to look at later on, how this win happened.
You play almost everything, right? With it?
Yeah. But like mainly, like I have of course a soft spot for some openings because what the things you learn like in the childhood, you remember it better even now. Like the things you might have learned, some openings, right? And you can even show the variations now. That memory is very strong. But the things you learn now, it's not so fresh. You have to refresh it many times and stuff like that. By the way, have you noticed that when I say, do I say position or I say position?
Okay. I didn't pay attention. No, you do say position.
I say position, right? Okay. Because everyone says that I say position. I'm confused.
I'll pay more attention now. I'll tell you.
So in this position,
Which position with it?
I'm in Anish Giri's game right now.
Okay, yeah.
Because the Nakamura game will take time. We can just have a look.
Yeah. See, English opening हो गया.
Wait, what? Now they're saying Magnus Carlsen is in the chat. मतलब कुछ भी बोलो हम सब मान लेंगे.
ठीक है तो obviously अधिबन भी नहीं था basically.
हाँ कल सेतुरमन आया था ऐसा. कोई ना कोई आता रहता है ऐसे फेक सेतुरमन फेक अधिबन.
अच्छा तो वो अपना नाम भी चेंज करके आते हैं. हाँ now I get it. हाँ इसीलिए लोगों को लगता है कि वो आया है.
Anish must be so pissed. Although he has a good position now. But now I said position. I'm pretty sure.
Position. No, you said position actually now.
Really?
But it's okay. It's okay.
The S is so fast that it's almost like you can't hear it. It's like when Joey does this magic trick in Friends.
What trick? I don't remember what trick. Like you have to do it for us now with it.
Arey, Joey does it, not me. So he's showing like he can do magic to his friends like Monica, Rachel and Ross, everyone. So he says, okay, pick a card, and then they pick a card, he takes it. What he does is he looks at it and then he keeps it in the deck, and then he says, did you guess 5 of hearts, something like this. And then he says, I'm sure you didn't know what was the magic trick, but I'll do it in slow motion. So he picks it again, he looks at it, and then he keeps it slowly. Like, you have to see that episode. You don't remember this?
No, I don't.
Arey yaar, you are not a Friends fan, huh?
I am, but I remembered another Friends thing, huh? It's a question for you, huh?
Yeah.
And for everyone who's watching.
All of them are Friends fan.
ठीक है. Also, it's a chess related question.
Yeah.
So, who name one of Karpo's seconds who shared the same name as a Friends character. 5 seconds you have with it. Okay,
What?
fine. 10 seconds.
Carpo's second.
Yeah.
Who is a Friends character.
Same name. Shares the same name as a Friends character. 10 seconds, huh?
Matthew Sadler? I don't know. Matthew
No.
Perry.
The
Character name.
character name, yeah.
Ross, Chandler, Monica, Rachel, no. Gunther, no. Arey yaar, no. Who is there?
Surname is included. 8 seconds झालेत.
Bing. There is no Bing. Ross Geller.
Yes.
Arey Geller.
Good.
Chat is faster.
They found it.
Yeah,
Great.
Geller.
Okay, good. You guessed within 10 seconds.
I did not, but
We will pretend that you did.
I was thinking of Gunther. This French character.
Guntherचा काय like did Gunther had any pet
नाही
name?
मराठीत बोलू शकतेस तू बोल
अच्छा.
put you in spot.
आता मराठीत बोलू शकते असं म्हटल्यावर मराठी आठवत नाही. That's the problem.
Thank you, Sujit. Thank you so much. Soumya, please tell us both about your friendship is another question. What can we
Okay.
say? I again put you on spot.
Oh God. So I have known Vidit since he was a kid and I wasn't.
What a way to put it. क्या बात है?
But he was like, he's like one of the most
अरे about friendship.
nicest boys I have met.
About
Friendship.
friendship.
इसलिए friendship.
Not about
क्या
me.
है? I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. I think we've become friends in like last 8 years or so. Like after Vidit has grown up.
Great. Like the
I don't know what
funniest
to
thing
say,
is
yeah.
like you have when you are like put in this spot and you're trying to answer this, it's the funniest thing. I know him since he's kid, but friendship since last 8 years since you've grown up. Answer is epic.
I have no idea.
I
how
also
to
don't know how
answer.
to answer that, but yeah.
Oh God. I've laughed so much in like I haven't laughed so much in many days. So this has been very, very much fun. Yeah.
Same here. Like also welcome change because usually like I do like solo streams or with Samay or something and it's completely different. But also when I have Anish, we have jokes, but it's on each other. But here it's different. It's like remembering stories and laughing about it and stuff.
Yeah. It's nicer. Oh God. No, I
Is
shouldn't
Vidit
say
very
that.
competitive? I myself admit that I'm very competitive. I think any chess player would agree that I'm competitive.
Yeah. Vidit is, yeah, but like normal competitive, na? म्हणजे
एवढं तर पाहिजेलच की
हो आता
म्हणजे स्पोर्ट्स खेळणार तर कॉम्पिटिशन मध्ये पार्ट घेणार तर कॉम्पिटेटिव्ह लागेल बट नाही आय वॉज एक्स्ट्रा कॉम्पिटेटिव्ह लहानपणी लाईक माहिती आहे लाईक वेन आय टू लाईक इट्स इनग्रेन्ड इन मी बिकॉज लाईक वेन आय वॉज गोईंग टू स्कूल काय व्हायचं की आय हॅड टू गो टू बस स्टॉप राईट इट वॉज नॉट सो नियर बाय इट वॉज लाईक यू हॅव टू वॉक सम डिस्टन्स
okay
and then there used to be couple of other kids who used to go in the bus but I was like I should go first in the bus, everybody else should be like they should be behind in the queue, like kahihi at even if I arrive second or like third I'll still be like me पहिलेच जाणार, like I'll go first. I mean this was unnecessary competitiveness to get into the bus queue.
And what did you achieve? Seat, good seat, the best seat in the bus.
No, I don't know. I just want to be first. Like completely uncalled for.
And it's okay, like you were a kid and I think it's healthy only.
I don't know. My colleagues disagree. We used to fight.
You mean classmates? लहानपणी
हा
classmates
क्लासमेट्स.
असतात.
ते कलिग्स आता कलिग्स झालेत ना, असं होऊन
अच्छा.
जातं. क्लासमेट्स और लाईक दे वर सिनियर्स ॲक्च्युली, नॉट इवन
हा.
माय एज. तर काही धाक पण नव्हता की आय एम सिनियर, आय विल गो. आय एम ज्युनियर
हा.
अँड आय एम लाईक आय विल गो फर्स्ट, यू गेट आउट ऑफ द वे. सो unnecessary completely. I love Soumya ma'am's simplicity. Arey, thanks Sarang. She is very simple indeed.
Thank you. So
Yeah, I'm watching the game right now.
yeah,
After all the stories, I'm finally watching.
yeah, I'm also
But you know, I
back to the
actually
game.
enjoy it, like remembering these things. Otherwise,
Yeah.
you don't talk about like it, right? Like
Yeah.
every day. Also,
Yeah, we don't like call each other up and say, "Oh,
you
I'm
remember
very
those
thought
times?
complex at all."
You'll be like, काय झालं याला, वेट लागलाय की काय?
Hilarious.
And not only that, मला आता सगळे जुने गोष्टी आठवत आहेत. Like in my
I remember one thing of Vidit. I want to tell this. Sorry.
Go ahead.
That we were playing this national championship in 2010 in Delhi, and we were staying in this a little upscale area of Delhi. I remember. So there
Which
used to be
tournament? Under?
a national championship, senior nationals,
Yeah.
2010,
I
and
know what you're gonna say. Okay, go on.
no, I'm not sure. No, so there used to be like a lot of bungalows around and a lot of cars around.
I know. I knew
You
this.
remember this?
Yes,
Okay.
You can go ahead. Tell it.
So Vidit used to know the names of all the cars, first of all. And second of all, he used to love Audi. Like, right? That was your
Yeah.
favorite car that
Yeah,
time.
brand.
And,
Yeah.
yeah, and you could recognize every car at that time. And I couldn't understand how this guy can recognize every car. And रोज tournament hall जाते वक्त उसका एक ही काम होता था कि कौन सा कार है. मतलब रोज हम चल के जाते थे, कुछ 15 मिनट दूर था हमारा
Yeah.
hall.
And also there was a superstition back then कि if whenever like I was doing this, if I see an Audi, I used to win the game.
Yes,
so from
yes.
that's how it started. Every day I was looking for an Audi.
Yeah. Now I remember. Yeah, and it worked out. Yeah, more or less.
Yeah, but then we went into a poor area where there was no Audi. Just kidding. Some days I didn't see Audi, and then it didn't work out.
Yeah.
कुछ भी superstition था मतलब. Also, I remember now कि when kindergarten मध्ये ना, like in kindergarten in school, like nursery or upper KG, that's what it's called, like at least. So they used to give us this bikes, like small bikes. Like it used to be like a dug bike or something, to make for kids. And then you have to paddle it or something and it goes. So they had very limited amount. Not everybody could take part. So if someone is using that, no, I used to go and like do gundagardi and like kick him out. That is my bike. And just like push him. This is mine. So I always used to get punished in upper KG and lower KG. And teacher then of course saw it. And then how to stop it. Like when she was teaching, of course I'll be like sitting on the floor, mattress वरती असे like तिकडे. So I used to kick everyone around. Ki, don't come near me. This is my area. Types. Also.
Oh God. Hilarious.
So then teacher got sick of it and she used to pick me up and put on the cupboard behind. At least from there he'll not do anything. So I used to just make faces and all this stuff, distract the class. I don't know
why. So you
why.
used to sit on the cupboard?
Cupboard, yeah. When the class was going on.
Very cute. Wow.
I don't think the other people found it cute, but
what? He was like
other people
your
classmates. Yes. It was at their expense. Nostalgia, walking down the nostalgia lane. Were you also mischievous or no? Not at all.
No, I was very sincere.
Good girl, huh?
I was a very good girl. Matlab, such way. Okay, my mom was also very strict with me, na. So that matters, I think. Like mera aim in life was to impress her because I used to really admire her a lot. So I was very sincere. So whatever the reason was, I was very sincere.
Complete opposite of me. My mom was also very strict. Like back then, she
Huh.
did not like me kicking around. Like I used to I had this habit of kicking. I don't know why. I
Huh.
mean, it's such a stupid habit to kick. It's really disrespecting. So what she did, matchstick she put. The
Huh.
garam asta na, she just put it on my knees. Like after it's gone. Like
Okay, okay.
that
Ha
still
ha.
it's after it's burned also it's little hot na. So
Huh.
to as a punishment she just put it on my knees.
Huh.
After that I did not kick anyone ever.
Yeah, such like, yeah, actually such things now, like you just remember them and it's like
Yeah,
a,
trigger. Yeah.
yeah. So when I was a kid, I had one issue. Okay, see, अभी बहुत लोग बोल रहे हैं I'm very simple and everything, very I'm thankful, but it's because of this incident, which I'll tell you. Uh, so when I was a kid, I used to participate in a lot of activities, okay, extracurricular activities, and I used to do well in them. ठीक आहे, मी नेहमी असं फर्स्ट यायचे सगळ्यामध्ये. ठीक आहे, मला असं फर्स्ट यायला खूप आवडायचं. So I started to feel some kind of a superiority complex, you can say. And my mother like noticed it, and she told me the story of a proud peacock. So how a proud peacock, like the peacock is very beautiful and graceful and it has a lot of achievements, but because it is so proud, it has no friends. And she used to always, like, whenever I used to behave in a very like
Mm-hmm.
arrogant way or something,
Mm-hmm.
she used to call me proud peacock, pee pee, like pee, like it would keep on like, and then I used to be like, yeah, I should be nice as a person, like it started getting ingrained into me, like, achievements आहेत म्हणून काय आपण सगळ्यांपेक्षा चांगले आहेत असं काही.
Proud peacock.
Yeah.
But there was a story behind why the peacock was proud and asana, like, or it was just
No,
called.
no, it was just proud, like it was just a bit arrogant and.
Right. No.
Oh my god. Hilarious.
Thanks, Nara and Arjun. Hey, Mayur. Thanks. Yes, thanks, Samuel. I think
So,
the chess part, I think we have forgotten. Like now,
yeah,
there's no point
yeah,
in
let's
going
go.
back
Okay, fine. So we'll just,
because after this, I like we should.
yeah, 9:45 हो
Yeah,
गया,
yeah,
काफी
काफी
देर.
late हो गया. Yes.
हाँ,
I'll also like end it here, and we'll
yeah,
see what happens.
yeah.
Thanks, Soumya, for joining in, and it was
Thanks,
great.
Vidit.
I laughed so much, like, and all the stories so funny.
Yeah, hilarious stories. I enjoyed myself. I hope everyone enjoyed too.
Yes. I think still PPOP is going on in the chat.
Oh God.
Proud peacock, and I think memes are going to be made without a doubt. But yeah,
Hilarious.
just a gentle reminder to everyone, guys. On Sunday, 10:30 p.m., we have a
Yes.
webinar on sports, like mental health,
Psychology.
yeah, sports psychology. So do tune in, and probably tomorrow I'll do again one other stream. So, chalo. Thanks, Soumya.
Okay.
Bye bye.
Thanks, Vidit. Bye.
Yes.
Bye.
So guys, I hope you had fun, and it was so amazing to have Soumya today, and she, brought a different touch to the stream, and she was so funny and nice. It was great. I had so much fun. I hope you guys had too. Uh, Thanks, Vidan. I get it. Okay, so good night, guys. Probably see you tomorrow. Bye bye. Thanks for joining in again. It was a lot of fun. Bye bye. Good night.